Hello, and this is Sandra Muskimmon. Thank you very much for clicking on this, and what I'm going to tell you about today is how to take control of your diary so that you get maximum impact in your day. So I'd like to ask you the question, does your day run you or do you run your day? Because it's so important. In order to get maximum efficiency out of your day and get maximum results, you need to have a system in place. So what I'm going to show you today is how I run my diary. And I have done this with a couple of my team members this week, and they have been astounded at how much more that they get done during the day whenever they rule it out the day before, and they have their things in place that I'm going to tell you now. So the first thing that you do is rule your page out like so. And up here, this is your AM, this is your afternoon, and this is your PM. Now divide your day into 3 little sections, and that is where you put most of your time. So say for example, excuse me, if you work full time, you would take out your AM and your afternoon because those things are non-negotiable. You cannot change those. But say for example you have an hour that you can work in your lunch hour, you can put a little slot in here and have your times that you can work with people. Put in there what you want to do because it's so important. Then in the evening, rule out your day or your evening so that you have a notion of what you want to do. The next thing that you need to do is you need to have a must do up here. And up here, there are 3 things that you must do today. There is no negotiation in this. They have to be done before you go to bed. So put them there in their order of priority, and that's where you can tick them off. Then the next thing that you have is your to-do list. Your to-do list is the things that you need to tick off during the day. So if you have to go to the bank, if you have to do something whereby you are out and about and meeting somebody for coffee, pop it in there. If you have to post letters, pop it in there. That's your to-do list, because whenever you brain dump, it's amazing how much free space it actually releases into your head. Then what you have is you have in this section calls that you're going to make, excuse me, for new reps. Or actually I should say 2 new reps in your business. That is where, excuse me, people that you have recently signed into your business, you're going to make time to contact them. So write down, say for example, the 2 people that you are going to have a conversation with, and then you can transfer it over where you need to have it transferred to. Then also in this section, what you need to put in is calls to your business leaders. These are people that are building a business within your business. And again, name them 1, 2. Then the next little section is whereby you put new lead generation activity into that. So it would be calls to find new customers and new recruits. Now, if you're working on a part-time basis, all you need to do is make 2 calls for new customers and 2 calls to find new recruits. If you're working on a more full-time basis, what you'll need to do is you'll need to have 5 calls to each. The bigger and faster you want to grow your business, the more calls that you put into this section. Now the next section is here, and this is your social media section or your lead generation section, because in this section, this is where you have a list of what you want to do in your social media front. So for example, if you have a Facebook post, if you have Instagram, if you have Pinterest, if you are doing a blog, and there's other things that you can be doing on your social media that will generate leads for you. What I have is I have a space on my diary, and I will do, say for example, post, pick, quote. If I do something in my blog, what I will do is I'll take a note in my diary as to what the blog is going to be. So it could be planning your diary. Guess what's going in today's? Planning diary. Because that is going to be my blog. So I've written it down in there, and now I'm going to do it, or I'm in the process of doing it. Then the final, excuse me, the final section that you have is down here. And this is for personal goals and team goals. Now, if you don't have a team yet, you don't have a team goal section, but for your personal goals, that is where you will put in a target for you weekly or monthly. And the same for your team if it links out to you or is relevant to you. This section here, for me, you'll laugh at this, is my housework section. This is what's happening in the home and it's what I need to do. So this is my home section. And it means then that I don't have to really think about what I need to do. I just automatically go and do it. Now the other thing that I do is I also, linked to this, is I have a lead book. And it's a massive diary, 2017 diary, and I have written on it lead book. And what this does is this is where I transfer people's details from what I've done here into this. Their name, how they know them, little notes about them, their contact details. And it means then that I always have a record of who they are and the date that I met them. So with that, it's a quick and easy way of how you can control your diary so that you get maximum efficiency out of your day and you can take on the day and build a business beyond your wildest dreams. Connect with me, sandramuskimmon@me.com, or send me an email, or yeah, that was my send my email, or just like my blog and keep up to date on everything that I do. Thank you for watching. Good night.